All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And today, I just want to do a quick lesson on, the mark of the beast. I'm just going to entitle this lesson, It Doesn't Get Any Plainer Than This, because as we know, those of us that are in the know, we know what the mark of the beast is, man. And it only makes sense as to what it is. So, I'm just going to play this clip and bring out a few scriptures. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point.
If you confirm that it's firm, or the professional confirms that it's firm and firmly attached to the body, then remove the protective cap when ready, of course, to do the injection. And the needle itself will go under the skin. It'll go basically all the way to the hub. Then will be removed some amount, about 12 millimeters, the length of the implant, and then the implant will be injected under the skin. And that is it. So this is the actual next. So one side is the low frequency T5577 chip, very interesting and cool chip. There's more information about it in the links in the description below. And the NTAG 216 chip, which is a really great high frequency ISO 1443A and NFC Type 2 chip you can program with some NFC applications. So this is the next unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you confirm that it's
And as you can see, that device, that is what the mark of the beast is. That RFID micro CHIP, that device is the mark of the beast. And as you can see in this clip, it's from, that company, Dangerous Things, which they're just one of, a few companies that have, the device readily available where you can order online, you don't have to wait to get it. You can order it. And I think, it costs anywhere from like $300 to $500 just to get. But, in the time to come, once this system collapses, the people are going to get it, for free, willingly, because they won't be able to survive in this system, in the world to come. Better yet, because Esau Edom is going to make it harder for people, to live if they don't have this device, because the petrodollar, the American dollar is going to collapse, and it's going to be worthless, which pretty much it already is worthless because it's not real money. But until, the elites, they pretty much are ready to collapse the dollar, then, that's it. Then they're going to bring in this device, to get people to, pretty much to control people, pretty much getting people to, submit to them. So I'm just going to go to the book of Exodus chapter 21, and I'm going to start at verse 5, and it says, "And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore him." And his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. And yeah, man, that's what Esau Edom wants these people to do. He wants him to worship them, and serve them forever. And because again, Esau Edom has a God complex. These elites, they feel like they are the Most High, and they're not. I'm just going to look up that word all in the Hebrew. It's Strong's H4836, and it says Martsiah, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And it says all, a boring instrument. And as you can see in the clip, it says
see
that's what it
ISO
is, a boring instrument. It's a cutting tool, which is used to, cut into your flesh, which is against the scriptures. Let me see. I'm going to get that in the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 28, and it says, Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. So yeah, man, we aren't supposed to make any markings or cuttings in our flesh. And that device is going to bore people's skin. It's going to pierce their skin, and implant that device. And which again, a cut is a separation of the skin, man. Which again, that's ultimately what that syringe is doing, is cutting you, So it's against, the scriptures to receive this device. Now, you have certain groups that will say, oh, well, the mark of the beast is sin. Well, I don't see how it's like, I don't see how, the mark of the beast will be, implanted into one's hand, but before, it's like, I get to Revelation, I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 36 and verse 6. And it says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. And yeah, man, these people are going to trust in this man. They're going to trust in this system, and they're going to receive that mark. Pretty much they're going to pledge their allegiance to Esau Edom by receiving this mark. Because again, man, at the end of the day, that's what it's going to boil down to, who you serve. Will you serve Esau Edom, or will you serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? And most of these people, here in America, or a good majority of people, they're going to get it, man. There's only a remnant of the nation of Israel that will not get it, that will resist this man's mark, and that will be their testimony. Because again, I'm going to bring that out too while I'm thinking about it, because you have two marks, and then some will even say, oh, well, the mark of the beast is spiritual. No, the mark of the beast is a physical mark that is going to go into people's, primarily their right hand and in their foreheads, for people that are handicapped, that may be able to not, walk or, use certain of their limbs, people are going to get that mark. But the mark of the beast is physical, the spiritual mark is going into this. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 4, and it says, And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Slakia. So, the mark that is in Ezekiel 9 and 4 is different from the mark that is in Revelation, 13. This mark is a mark of exemption, which again, this is Strong's H8420, which the correct Hebrew pronunciation would be Thawa. That is the mark of exemption. As you can see, the outline of biblical usage, it says a sign. It's like, as a sign of exemption from judgment. Yeah, man. That's ultimately what that mark that, the men of the Lord are going to have if they don't have it already, that mark of exemption. Because again, we know that the Lord is going to pour out his judgment in this time in a major way, but again, only a remnant of the nation of Israel, they're going to be exempt from this judgment. You do have certain of the elect that will be beheaded, for resisting this man's mark, but ultimately that's their testimony. They're going to be risen up once our Lord returns, but still, you're going to have few that are going to resist it. But a good majority of these people are going to get it because they want to continue their miserable lives, man. Because at the end of the day, we're not living, we're just surviving, So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16. It's like, I'm going to start at verse 15. And it says, And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And yeah, man, that's what Esau Edom is going to want to do. He's going to want to kill those that don't want to, fall in line with his new world order, that don't want to receive his mark, and again, it's like in Revelation 20:4, like it says, they're going to be some of the elect, it's like, yeah, I'm a little excited. They're going to be some of the elect that are going to be beheaded, but they're still going to be risen up, and that's ultimately what he's going to do. Verse 16, and he says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And yeah, man, no one is going to be able to survive in his system, in his world to come, without that device, because that's ultimately what he wants. He wants to exile those that resist his mark, or ultimately to kill them. But ultimately, again, he's going to make it harder for people to live. He's pretty much going to starve people out, because there is, going to be a famine, here in America. There is going to be power outages, man. There's going to be lawlessness, just to put it bluntly, all hell is going to break, all hell is going to break loose, Esau, Edom, is just, he's going through with his plans, which pretty much, part of his plan is to bring order through chaos, which is, one of his sayings, order ab chaos, which is to bring order through chaos, because again, that's pretty much what he's setting up for this American system, because once this system goes down, people are going to lose their minds, and that's another thing, problem, reaction, solution. So right now he's creating a problem, and then, he's going to get the reaction of the people and offer his solution. And ultimately his solution is going to be that RFID micro chip, that's going to be his solution, for people that want to continue to live in the system, when in reality they don't know that America is going to be destroyed, And then just to make another valid point, that the mark of the beast is physical and not a spiritual mark. The mark of the beast is not sin, though it is a sin to take the mark of the beast. If you take the mark of the beast, you can't repent from that, But this device is the mark of the beast. It's not sin. It's not sleeping with white women. It's not an embargo. It's not anything other than that device, that is going to be implanted in the people's hands and foreheads, man. And then this is another thing, that they don't bring out for the people that get this device. This is the Revelation chapter 16 and verse 2. And it says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. So yeah, man, the people that get this device implanted into their hands are going to get a grievous sore, which ultimately is going to be cancer, because you aren't supposed to implant any type of devices or technology in your body, like that one woman that has all those magnets, in her body, where she says, she hopes, that she'll be all right. No, that woman is going to get cancer, because again, that device is going to be emitting radiation, which pretty much is going to be, let me see the correct way to put it, because pretty much it's going to operate off of that person's body heat. That's how it's going to stay charged, but it's going to emit that radiation, and then, they're going to get a cancerous sore, wherever they got it. But what a lot of people fail to realize is that it is a very, very serious penalty for receiving the mark of the beast, So I'm just going to end it on this. This is the book of Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. As you can see, the headline reads, Doom for worshippers of the beast, man. So any and everyone that receives that device is doomed, and there is no saving you. This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9, and it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So yeah, man, the penalty for receiving that device is being burned alive, in the lake of fire, which is going to be America being engulfed in flames, once those missiles hit. Because that's going to be these people's judgment, That's the second death, death by fire. The first death was, when the Lord flooded the earth and only saved Noah, Ham, Shem, Japheth, and their wives. They were the elect of that particular time. But in this particular time, the elect, the remnant of the nation of Israel that is going to be delivered from this extreme judgment that the Lord is about to bring, upon this place, Babylon the Great, which is America, and the people that get this device, man. There is no repentance for getting it. Once you get it, that's it, So that's pretty much it, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Till the next time I say Shalom.